You're listening to Independent TV 7. Kindly click on the like button and don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel at Independent TV 7. Also, don't forget to click the bell icon to get more notification. Thanks for watching. Yes, it is only God that will save this present dispensation, which is the administration of President Muhammadu Buhari. The headline which says a limit to lies and federal government's propaganda. There should be limit to the lies, the claim and the propaganda and blasphemy that it comes from the federal government, either from Lai Mohammed, Malami, Buhari, and the so-called representation of Nigeria in diaspora. The audacity of some beggars is sometimes befuddling, and also they boldly walk into unexpected spaces and with their guides for the blind ones stand in utter disregard of whatever is going on in such places while seeking arms. I would have said that Buhari is representing Nigeria, or rather I would have said Buhari is the president, but as it is, I'm still saying it, that Buhari is only representing Nigeria and not presiding over Nigeria. It is a Malami of that kind of nature, Abubakar Malami, that is presiding over Nigeria as it is. Their nerve, which is the government, their indifference and their lack of concern for the goings on at that spot prompts a study on beggars' confidence. Is it lack of knowledge or just pure disregard and pure wickedness? The government live in a different realm psychologically. All they are conscious of is just where to go, what to get there, and the benefit, or either if it's not monetary benefit, let's forget it, they don't go, and what they want, they are called beggars, which is the Nigerian government. A common sight on our streets and in many neighborhoods do not roam. They have goals. Definitely all beggars have goals. Recently Nigeria was in France, a representation, like I said. Buhari went to France to represent Nigeria as it is for the Paris Peace Forum. Apart from the forum, we also went in search of redemption of our faded and jaded relevance, and to also seek economic gains. What that simply means is that Nigeria wants to go and repair its face, either the faded one, or to gain their economic value back. We went with the same audacity and confidence and also aloofness of the beggar, but it is not clear if we went there with an equal kind of focus. Our dear President Muhammadu Buhari reportedly made a fine outing while in Paris. One of the highlights of his stay in France was the report. France was a report of his address to the Nigerian International Partnership Forum, which is the NIPF in Paris, in France. The NIPF was said to be a high-level event on the sidelines of the Paris Peace Forum. The event brought together governments of the two countries and their private sectors in wide-ranging discussions focused on security, regional stability, trade, and industrialization. A report said that the event is also to attract investments to Nigeria, bridge existing infrastructure gaps, spotlight Nigeria's immense trade and investment opportunities, and reset false and a distorted narrative about the country. Well, let's see what the narrative is all about. If the narrative is distorted or is based on lies, or is it true, or the fact of it that the country is what it is. This shows a creative web of ideas spawned obviously by professionals with a kind of confidence exceeded and eluded by beggars. There is a focus to make gains for the country while also being relevant at the Paris Peace Forum in France. There were no reports that France President Emmanuel Macron attended. Perhaps the absence of Macron caused the event to go unreported by international media organizations, or perhaps they were not interested what we went to what Nigeria went to or what we needed to go to represent for, and also to beg in return. The organizers of the Paris Forum also had the aim to reset false and distorted narratives about the country. And which country? Wow, this point sticks out like a sore thumb. It appears from the way it is crafted. That is actually the main reason of conjuring up a peace or Paris forum and giving it a life that is way larger than what it really is. Nigeria going for the France peace whatever Paris forum, more or less like a wicklow in the thumb of the hand, and the rest of the hand is, handicapped. That is what it is. That simply means that Buhari just only went there to represent Nigeria, and the rest of us all are handicapped. Definitely. Thus, we entered France like the typical beggar, with enough confidence, enough and utter indifference to what the people there are saying about us. Reports from France say how Rosie Buhari has made life and living for Nigerians. Yes, what the president, told the foreigners is that all is well with Nigeria now, so come and invest. That is inviting the foreign investors. Then in the same breath, he said there are false and distorted narratives about the country. What are the distorted narratives and what are the unlikely narratives which needed to be corrected? Who is writing the false and distorted narratives? Is it the Nigerians? And let's see, why are they writing it? That's the question. What are these false and distorted narratives? That's the question. Could it be the daily reports emanating from Nigeria about the appalling state and situation of everything under Buhari that is happening at this present dispensation? Are the local reports of how bad everything has turned under his watch? Are they false or distorted? We don't know the English or the narrative to use. Is it false that insecurity expressed in banditry, terrorism, and kidnapping for ransom has forced state governments to shut down schools in many states in northern Nigeria? That's a question that needed to be answered. Is it false and distorted narrative that states such as Sokoto, Katsina, Zamfara, Niger, Kaduna are groaning in the vice-like grip of bandits? Are those unrestrained, unmitigated, and uninvestigated deadly attacks in play too? Benue, Adamawa, Taraba, and some other states by Fulani herders, false and distorted narratives? Are those narratives the distorted ones, like what Buhari said? In other hands, says there are distorted narratives, there are untrue narratives which are the propaganda, by released either by the locals or the citizens. These narratives is what we want to know. Which this statement says this unlikely rest that is happening in the northeast, northwest, in the north in general, are they a negative narrative, or is it somebody that is just trying to clone the narrative? Let's ponder, why do we have internally displaced persons, IDP? Why do we have IDP camps in a state like Benue and Plateau, for instance? Yes, before the Lagos State Judicial Panel of Inquiry on Restitution for Victims of Special Anti-Robbery Squad, which is SARS related abuses and other matters, commonly called NSAS panel, made its report public, the sad incident of October 2020 was a false and distorted narrative. Is that true? If that narrative is false, let's know how it is. The panel made its findings publicly and also affirmed what Nigerians knew all along. What false narratives or distorted narratives are there? Let's know. This speaks for themselves, or as lawyers say in Latin, res ipsa liquitor. Individuals like Alhaji Lai Muhammad, Mr. Femi Adesina, and Malam Garba Shehu are the ones pushing false narratives and dishing out distorted information. Have revitalized the economic built infrastructure, uplifted Nigerians' living standard. Buhari tells French business community that is an example of a false narrative and distortion of fact about the country. Indeed, it is a blatant lie which left many aghast. Wow. The basic living condition of Nigerians is far from the tales they are telling the world, and that is the reason why they never wanted Sunday Igboho and Nnamdi Kanu to preach the gospel of their bad governance, and also to preach the gospel of their genocide and also nepotism, method on Nigerians. And that is why they said they needed to change the narratives. Okay, that is what it is. As it is, I would say the present administration of Muhammadu Buhari is trying to paint Nigeria as what it's not, which simply means that the narratives have been changed all along. Now they will say Sunday Igboho are pushing for division. Nnamdi Kanu is pushing for division. Now, who is who and who is pushing for division? Division has been pushed and the motion has been set all up till now, before even Sunday Igboho, agitated, or rather Nnamdi Kanu also, trying to secede, or the Biafra trying to secede from Nigeria. Is it from the nepotism, or is it from the sentiment that is being unleashed to the Nigerian public, or rather I would say the lopsidedness in appointments? Well, if I would try to mention but a few, but I would like to draw the curtain here. Yes, I would like you to answer these questions. Who is changing the narrative, or rather who is writing the propaganda about Nigeria? What is the situation of Nigeria in this present dispensation? Can you just write in a nutshell? Let's know what you feel and let's know your view in the comment section. Thanks for listening and God bless.